So this is just a quick video to show you how to assemble a Wilson pump after it's been disassembled for cleaning. When you're finished cleaning, you should have the parts that are laying here. Make sure they're cleaned up good and sanitized. When you're ready to go back together, your first step is to take a little bit of food grade lubricant and lubricate the O-rings located inside the pump head. It does not take much, just a really light coating of lubricant to lubricate those O-rings. And then you take the diaphragm and place it right in the center. And you want to make sure that the rim of the diaphragm here is down in the groove all the way around. So double check that, and when you have that pushed in, you simply press in the center of it. And then again, check and make sure that this rim is seated all the way around. Next up, you grab one of your duckbill valves. There's 5 of them. They're all the same. Place it on here. Does not matter how it's turned. Just make sure it's pressed all the way down to the base. And then you can set that part aside. Take your pump manifold and 2 more duckbills for these 2 stems. Again, how they're turned does not matter, just make sure they're seated all the way down. And then your 2 O-rings that go on the output stem, these are both the same. Snap them on there. The pump head has two ports for the last 2 duckbill valves. Make sure they're pressed all the way on there. And then these 2 pieces fit together. You cannot turn them wrong. There's only one way that goes. Align those duckbills to the ports and just a little bit of wiggling, and that will press together like that. So you take your spring. This does not matter which way it's flipped. Both ends are the same. Drop that in there, and then usually we turn this just a little bit sideways. Align this port to this duckbill and a little bit sideways so your spring doesn't fall out. And when you have that setting like that, you take your U-bolt and align it to the 2 holes in the pump head and to the notch on the top here, and just push down just a little bit, and then you can get a hold of this and flip it over and get your 2 thumb nuts here. Got one started on each side. And then alternating side to side, turn them down. And you'll want to pay attention here as this pulls together to make sure that the pump head is pulling down level and it's not getting tilted side to side. So usually works just to kind of gently press and wiggle a little bit there as you're tightening these one side and the other side, and you will pretty much want to go as tight as you can, going finger tight to draw that head down. And once that's drawn down, you should, if you look on the bottom here, there's a little notch in the pump head right here that should be sitting against the black plastic pump body when it's drawn down the whole way. And just look at this groove, make sure things seem like it came down nice and square. Give them a little twist yet, snug them up. And then take your feed tube, and you have an O-ring on the end of that. Snap that guy on. A little bit of lubricant on here when you're ready to go into the machine also helps that fit in there better. And this, align these stubs to the notch in the tube, and a little bit of lubricant on these O-rings as well helps keep them from catching when that tube goes up on there. And then turn that just 1/8 of a turn, and it latches in that notch. And then your suction tube's the last piece. That just goes on this port. Press that all the way on. Keep the notched end at the bottom. And then the filter again presses over the outside of the tube, and you can press that until those that notched end is all the way at the bottom of the filter. So that completes the assembly. The cover, you have to align the notch in the end here with the overrun screw. It just simply slides over there, and put the hose through that notch, and it just simply sits right on top. So there you go. Should be all ready to sanitize in place and go in the machine.